Hello everyone, I'm Caitlin Cook and I am so excited to welcome you to this mini masterclass on generating more income. I know many of you might be feeling stuck right now, wondering how you can break free from the financial pressures you're facing and actually start seeing results that you want. So trust me, I've been there, but today I want to share with you the exact strategies that helped me turn these things around and generate more money than I ever thought possible. By the end of this session, you'll walk away with a clear, actionable plan to start making more money starting today. So let's dive in. So first of all, who am I and who am I to be telling you how to achieve your financial goals? So for over 2 decades, I've been helping people achieve their financial goals, and for over a decade, I've been helping people achieve their business goals. So I have a real knack of simplifying the complicated and getting very specific on the area that you actually need to be focusing in on to unlock all of the revenue that you are wanting. So to date, I have helped over 10,000 businesses worldwide and people worldwide to be able to achieve what it is that they ultimately want. So I take a real holistic approach. So yes, we'll be talking about the actual tangible metrics of what you need to do in terms of your sales funnels, in terms of your financial revenue, but then simultaneously we'll be talking about the mindset, because it is both connected. You cannot achieve results without shifting both of these elements. Trust me, I tried for years to just work harder on the strategy because I'm a strategist and analyst, and I thought that's what's going to get me the result. And it wasn't until I leaned into the mindset side of things that things became so much easier. I completely quadrupled my income in a month, and I was like, well, this stuff works. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you. So please have a notebook and a pen, because this is going to be jam-packed with absolute strategy, both mindset and external strategy, to help you fundamentally achieve your goals. So why do I care if you achieve your goals? Because I have witnessed time and time again the subtle shift that occurs in somebody's eyes when they actually achieve their goals. They light up, they become empowered, they become excited, and it honestly is the driving force for why I do what I do. Because if I'm able to help you achieve this goal, then I can help you achieve your next goal and your next goal, and I want to stand by your side every single step of the way. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So without further ado, get your favorite tea, coffee, drink. There's no judgments here. Whatever you want to consume on this masterclass, you are more than welcome. Please grab a pen and a paper. If you prefer to write notes on your phone, please do so. But the knowledge is going to be cemented and implemented as you write it down. If you just listen to me, yes, you'll absorb some of the information, but the power comes with the action. The action comes when you start by taking action in writing down what you're learning. So the first part of this is mindset. Bear with me, you can do this. We can't begin our journey to financial abundance without addressing the mindset that's holding us back. For a long time, I believed that making more money meant working harder or longer hours, but that's not true at all. It wasn't until I shifted my mindset from one of scarcity to abundance that things started changing very quickly. And today I want to help you do the same. So what is the difference? Scarcity thinking sounds like there's not enough clients or opportunities, or I can't charge that much, no one will pay for it. Abundance thinking, on the other hand, tells us that opportunities are everywhere and money flows when we align with value. So this is a scientifically proven way to do it. So yes, it's spiritual, but it's also fundamentally from a science standpoint and ultimately how our brain works. So 98% of clients I work with are in a scarcity mindset, which is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but we want to actively change this to the abundance. Why is this important? Because if you're constantly saying there's not enough clients, you will be looking for the reasons that you are right. So the way this aligns with our brain is there to tell us and show us all the ways that we are right, whether you want to believe it or not. So if you've created a neural pathway in your brain that says there's not enough clients, there's not enough money, what will happen is your brain is there to tell you all the ways that you were right. So it's going to be looking for all the ways there's not enough clients. So when we actively shift this to more of an abundance, you're actually changing what's called your reticular activating system in your brain. And this is the filter in which you see the world. So when you actively change your reticular activating system and you train it to see more clients, you train it to see abundance, it's then going to show you all the ways that you are abundant, all the ways that there's more than enough clients. It seems like magic when you do it. It seems like you're cheating, but it's honestly incredible. Now, if you don't know a lot about the reticular activating system, as an entrepreneur, I would highly recommend you go and do some research on it. Joe Dispenza is incredible. He talks a lot about our brain and body coherence, but he also talks about the mind and how it's interconnected. But fundamentally, your reticular activating system is absorbing millions of pieces of data every single second and every single minute. So with that, whatever you have programmed, so whatever you've continuously said over and thought over and over and over again, is how you've programmed this to see your world. So if you've programmed it to say that there's not enough clients, it will not show you the opportunities where you can see more clients. This is honestly so unbelievably powerful. When I just focused in on this for a month, all of a sudden my revenue quadrupled because I was seeing the opportunities that I hadn't seen before because my brain was telling me it's not important. And the way your brain knows if it's important is if you make it a focus, is if you say it over and over again. This aligns with affirmations. So this is not like, yes, we can use it from a spiritual standpoint, but we can also use it from this is how our brain works and we want to brain hack basically. So when we say affirmations over and over and over again and we feel it, in order to activate an affirmation, you need to feel it in your body, because when you feel an enhanced emotion in your body then registers that it should be a memory. When your body registers it should be a memory, it then goes, okay, this is important, we're going to save it for later. Equally, if you have a really hard, really sad or frustrating or angry memory, your body's going to register that as well. So all we're doing here is shifting your focus from not enough to more than enough. So in light of all that, I want you to take a moment and think about your beliefs around money. So what thoughts are running through your mind when you think about making more money? Take out a piece of paper and write down at least 3 limiting beliefs you currently hold. Now, what is a limiting belief? We have, from a very simplistic standpoint, we have 2 fundamental beliefs: a limiting belief or a supportive belief. A supporting belief is what helps you achieve your goals, and a limiting belief is what stops you from achieving your goals. Now, why is this important? Because if you have limiting beliefs around what you can earn around money, that is your self-sabotaging behavior. That is your brain telling you you can't have it, you can't get it. And if you believe you can't, then you won't. But if you believe you can, then you will. So the way we know what limiting beliefs we have, now this is going to seem incredibly simplistic, but honestly, I'm all about simplifying the complicated. It's honestly about writing at the top of a page, what do I think about money? And then listing out everything you think about money. And that is how you know, have you got limiting beliefs or supportive beliefs? If you don't have the money that you want right now, because you have limiting beliefs around money. And a limiting belief is what makes us feel pretty icky when we think about it. And it could be things like, there's never enough, money's really hard to make, I don't deserve money. All of these things are fundamental beliefs, and a belief is just a thought that you've kept on thinking. So what's happened is you've had these beliefs and these thoughts, and the more you've had these beliefs and these thoughts, the more you've ingrained it into your brain and your reticular activating system to then show you all the ways that you're right. Where do beliefs come from? Primarily between the ages of 0 to 7 is when we have the foundation of our thoughts, the foundation of our belief system. Now, why is it between the ages of 0 to 7? Because between those ages, our brain waves are at a certain frequency where we cannot analyze what it is that we're being told, and we just absorb it as if it's the truth. But it's after the ages of 7 beyond where our brain shifts its brain waves and we're able to start thinking in a bit more of an analysis state, where we can go, do I believe this is true? Yes, no. And then you get to literally decide what you want to believe and what you don't. So between the ages of 0 to 7 is where we don't have that mechanism in our brain. So that is where we hold all of our beliefs. And if your parents believed there wasn't enough money, chances are you believed there wasn't enough money. If your teachers, if the people at school, if your relatives, if your friends said there wasn't enough, that's where you're going to hold the majority of your beliefs. But you can change them. You just need to be aware of them. And that is what this process does. It helps you get aware of what you're currently thinking towards these areas and shift them. So, action time. please write down your limiting belief around money. Just literally write, what do I think about money? And then list them down. You can start with 3. When people do these activities, sometimes they write pages and pages and pages. The purpose of it is to write it out. When you write it out, you disempower the thought, and the thought comes out of your subconscious and goes into your conscious brain. When it's in your conscious brain, that's when you have the power to change it. So once you've written them down, now let's flip these beliefs into empowering ones. For example, if you wrote, I can't charge more because clients won't pay, let's change that to clients value the solutions I offer and they are willing to invest in those solutions. The goal here is just to find a feeling or a belief that feels a little bit better. So if your belief is there's never enough money, the next thing you could change on that is sometimes there's enough money. Then the next thing above that will be like, well, majority of the time I do have enough money. Because if you truly look at it, majority of us, you'll have food in your belly, you'll have a roof over your head, you'll have a bed to sleep in, you'll be in a very good situation in terms of living. So rewrite it to what you can get behind. If you can get behind, sometimes there's more than enough money, then start there. If you're like, no, I can get behind, I always have more than enough, and I want to have more and more and more, then write that down. This is your journey, so whatever's going to work best for you, please choose that.